Hello, everyone. Welcome to Come Back to Your Senses Virtual Retreat bonus day. Today is our actually day 6. And so I just wanted to come on here and make myself available to answer any questions that people might have, either about the work that we did this week or about any of the workbook questions and anything else that you might have. I want to start off by just saying that I acknowledge that it's a lot. It's a lot to set aside the time to watch for an hour, to try to show up at the exact time that I'm live streaming. I'm on the East Coast, so 5 o'clock was a good time for me. But I know for that people that are anywhere else in the country, that's not necessarily good for you. Might be right in the middle of the day. You might be at work. You might be wrangling kids back and forth from school. So I appreciate any time that you have been able to come and watch these videos. And so because of that, and because I understand that it takes a while to work through everything in our busy schedules, and a lot of people just have time on the weekends to get caught up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave all of the replays and all of the videos up for one more week and through next weekend so that you have time to get caught up. And at that time, I'll be transferring all of this over to the course platform that I use, which is called mastermind.com. And then it will be available for anyone who decides to, you could purchase them separately, but it will be part of the bundle that I'm offering with my Cultivated Life community, which is also on the Mastermind platform. So you have about another week to go through all of those. Now I just sent, excuse me, I just sent an email out for everyone. And that includes the link to the day 5 replay. And it also includes a link to go onto a Google Drive and download the workbooks. Now, I realized that I did not update the day 5 workbook, which is the final workbook for creating your own personal plan for calm and connected life. So give me probably this afternoon. It's been a long week. I'm probably going to take a little time off. In fact, I'm going to the lake tomorrow. So anyway, give me another day or so to get that workbook 5 up for you so you can do your final reflections and start working on building your own personal plan. I'm so excited for you that you're going to be able to move forward with that. I hope that everything that I shared with you throughout this week has been either something that confirmed that you knew was right for you. You already knew, yep, this is the way that I feel. This is the way that I think. This is what I want to do. And possibly opened up your eyes to some new things that will help you moving forward on your wellness journey. So that is my hope for you, that you've come out of this week feeling better about understanding yourself and your health and what little things you might be able to do to move forward to make your life a little bit better, a little bit less hectic, and a little bit more grounded. So what I'm going to do right now is I am going to go ahead and share just a short presentation that I prepared that's just a little bit more about how the Cultivated Life community works and some of the sort of FAQs and a little bit more about myself and why you might want to work with me, and why you might want to join. So let me do this. So, let me do full screen. Okay. So the Cultivated Life community, I call it a place for women to learn, love, and grow. And here we are in our bonus section that I am answering some FAQs and other questions that people had. So I wanted to just give a little bit more description about what content is actually included in these weekly Cultivated Life Community classes. So the classes are centered around the Sensible Habits Framework, which is basically what we did this week. It's a way that we use our body knowledge combined with our positive mindset to create a calm and connected life. So it's a way to just develop these little habits that are soothing to our senses so that we can feel better, not only regularly, but that we can use these quick things that we know, we've got it in our toolkit to help. Let me just tell you a personal example. As this was happening, I have this whole fancy like web page that gives you some information. It has a video about the Cultivated Life Community that I made. And I was trying to get it up and I broke the funnel. So needless to say, this happened like a half an hour ago. So needless to say, I started to feel stressed and I thought, well, I'm going to just use one of my strategies, one of my soothing strategies. And I went outside into my garden where luckily, this is hard for me when it's wintertime. Luckily, I still have some beautiful flowers blooming. The bouquet I've been had in the background all week long has started to get a little, has gone by a little bit. And so I cut some of these, just kind of wildflowers that grow out in my garden. Got goldenrod here, which is a lovely plant that can be used for a lot of healing modalities. And then these little fall asters, it's called New England Aster. And these are actually a plant that's used to help people with asthma and other types of sort of respiratory things. And just a little bit of my summer phlox that's still blooming. So I decided, you know what? I'm just going to go cut a little bouquet that I can bring in this scent. I'm bringing in the beautiful sight and I'm beautifying my space around me. I had walked outside. That immediately gave my whole body like feeling, reduced my stress. So right then, I actually used one of my strategies just to help me get a little bit more centered before I came on to this call. So that's basically what the Sensible Habits Framework does. And so what we do each week is we have a different focus theme. Like we might focus on energy or being invigorated, or we might focus on relaxation. And we'll use different herbs and different flower essences to help us reach those particular desired states. And I call this Herbal Allies. So I call all the plants my Herbal Allies. Some plants are my really important Herbal Allies. Marshmallow, calendula, angelica, a few others. Nettle, of course, is just an incredible plant for everyone and definitely included in every single herbal tea, every single herbal bundle that I ever send out. And so these are the Herbal Allies we'll be working with during each week. Now, like I said, each session supports you in developing your own personal sensible habits plan. So that's kind of like our day 5 planner. We'll go back through these. They'll be a little bit more organized in a whole booklet to help you really create these desirable little habits that can bring you back to your senses and help you avoid going into a stress mode at any time during the day. So each of these sessions is going to be live. And so we'll record them while they're live. The platform records it and saves it. So you can be there live. You can ask questions. You can get feedback while you're learning. We'll go over things each week. At the beginning, we talk about how did everything go this week. Then I'll do probably a lot shorter presentation than I did here. There was just so much I was trying to share with you because I love it all so much. So we'll do a shorter presentation, and each of the classes will take probably about an hour and a half. So these live sessions are great because you can get feedback right away. And of course, it's all virtual, so you're learning in your own home. So one of the questions is, how do I access this? So we meet on this mastermind.com platform. And in a little bit, I'll show you how to get into that and how it works. We meet live, guided by me, and then we record each session. So if you either want to rewatch the recording to remind yourself of something, or if for some reason you have to miss a session, you can easily go back onto the platform and just rewatch it. All of the course materials and workbooks and anything else, like sometimes I have articles that I might want to share with you. Those are all going to be uploaded right onto the course platform. So it's easy to access, one-stop shopping, right? And then I'm available for support. Pretty much email is the best way to get a hold of me. I'm available with questions or any concerns that you have in the week in between the different courses. So one of the things that people ask is like, well, gee, you know, I already have a bunch of herbs and a few flower essences and stuff, or I have a favorite local herbalist. I have a favorite local herb shop. Can I just get the community membership by itself? And the other thing is that we have people from all around the world. And so it's not possible for me to ship herbs or flower essences to you if you're outside of the United States. I can't ship plant materials, and I certainly can't ship the essences, which are like an alcohol extract, not an extract, but they have an alcohol preservative in them. So what I did was I created a special price. If you just want to come into the community and you want to get your own herbs and flower essences, then you there's a discounted price for that. The regular price is $249. And I'll send you the list of herbs and the flower essences so you can participate along with us as long as you have those things. What we'll be doing is, for the first class, it's going to be sort of an introduction, everybody getting oriented. And then we won't get too much into using the herbs or flower essences till week 2. That gives people time to get their materials together or to receive the essences and herbs that I am shipping to you. So some people, you know, want to join the whole program, but don't necessarily have the full amount of money right now. So what I decided to do, it's not that long of a program. So I decided I can split this into 2 payments if that is more helpful for you. I think I said this yesterday, but like, I didn't have any money when I was first diagnosed with Lyme and I'm trying to heal myself. It was very difficult. And so I totally get that this might be a financial difficulty for some people. And so I want to make it easy for you. And I can split the payments in half. So you pay the first half, $130. It just gives I don't like it when people put a whole bunch of extra money on top when you're splitting in 2 payments. So I think it's $11 extra you pay to split it into 2 payments. So you can do 2 payments of $130. Or if you're just joining the community and you're not getting the bundle, then it's just $95 per payment. So you can start for $95. That's pretty darn good for what you're going to get. So the first class starts September 22nd. So if you want to join, you need to be able to make that payment by then. So just a little bit more about myself. The questions you might be asking is, well, who is Allison? I just saw a Facebook ad, or a friend of mine added me to her Facebook group. Who is she and why should I take this class from her? So I will tell you just a little bit about myself. I am an herbalist, flower essence practitioner. I'm an educator and ecologist, and I own, my company is called The Well Cultivated Life, and it's a wellness coaching business that basically my focus is on helping people find your herbal allies to support you along your wellness journey. I include your life journey because it's not just your body separate from the rest of your life. Your whole life has an effect on how good you feel. So I have been in love with plants my whole life, basically. I used to sit in my garden and eat dirt clods, and that eventually moved into me becoming an herbalist. I've trained with Christine Tolf at Lycanwood Herbals and Debbie Mercier of Greenwood Herbals. They're both here in New England. And I've attended a variety of conferences and trainings and all kinds of other self-guided or live trainings. I recently took a training with Deb Sewell that through this other wonderful platform, which was amazing. She's just incredible. And that was really, really inspirational for me. So I'm also a trained scientist. So I have a bachelor's and master's degree, a bachelor's in soil science and a master's in forest ecology. And those really give me this desire to understand, the kind of like what's going on biologically in our bodies. And I'm also a certified teacher. So I wanted to tell you just a little bit about my approach to wellness. As you heard yesterday, this approach was developed through my own journal of healing. And like I just said, because I have a science background, it was really, really important to me that when I started to really dive into healing, that I understood what is going on with my body's biochemistry, what are the different parts, how do they fit together, how do they all work together. And so that was really an important part to me so that I could visualize those parts getting better. I've always been a student of alternative medicine. I've always been attracted to that. I kind of grew up in a household where my mom was one of the first people to get into like super nutritious foods in the 70s. And so it was natural to me. I actually started doing yoga in high school, and I have a daily yoga and meditation practice. I ended up becoming a Reiki master and all other types of things that I've studied, sound healing and everything that I just love and absorb. So the thing is that what I discovered was that in the last few years, when I finally started to make progress on my healing journey, it was because I discovered that if I didn't have the right mindset, if I didn't start really focusing on what I'm saying to myself, what I'm believing about the world around me, that it took that shift for me to actually start to feel better. It wasn't just a matter of taking the herbal tinctures or the supplements. I really needed to think about, how am I living my life? What am I thinking about? And how is that affecting how I feel? And so this whole piece of it is really, really important for everyone. I believe that we need to blend these two pieces together, the science and the sort of like spiritual or mindset. It doesn't have to be really spiritual. It's really can just be like this awareness of how you are in the world, how you're talking, and how you're thinking. So what I do is I help you within the classes. We blend these two together. And then once you kind of get a hold on what it is you need to work on, then we can select plants. And as you know, I mostly work with flower essences. We use those in a supportive way to help you on your specific journey. So the reason why I like doing this as a group is because we need support. Like women in particular will a lot of times just be always giving out to other people and never take the time to like receive. Sound familiar? Are you receiving support for yourself? Are you receiving the care and love from other people? So that's why I really like to do this in a small group. And what we'll be doing together is kind of sharing each other's journeys, because I believe everyone can benefit from plants as part of their daily routine. And again, getting back to this framework, I call these little teeny things that we do. Going out and just cutting yourself a little bouquet. If you don't have a garden, stopping by the little produce stand in your grocery store while you're shopping and just picking up a bouquet of flowers for yourself, bringing them home and beautifying your space. Just these little teeny things We identify which of these work best for you, what's most important, what gives you the most, the best results, which gives you the best results, what types of things are you most attracted to? Is beauty and color most important to you? Or is soothing music more important to you? Things like that. So these little inclusions, which I call sensible habits, we just can make these little changes. And before you know it, little by little by little, we can make little steps and just slowly kind of shift our life to be a more calm and connected. So this is what I did. This is what I've done over the past number of years, and it has made a huge difference for me. And I know that it will also work for you. So just another quick details about the actual membership and how it works. It's the live classes and demonstrations. And we have a different focus theme each week. So right now, this is how the schedule's set up. We're set up to meet on Wednesdays. Now, if we had a few people, if you're interested, this is just really important. If you're interested and you're like, oh boy, every Wednesday night I play in the community orchestra, whatever it might be. And you're like, there's just no way I can shift my schedule to be there on Wednesdays, but I'm really interested in this program. Then please contact me, because if we only have a few people, I don't really expect to have more than like 6 people. That's kind of the limit that I'm putting on it. I think that's a really nice size group to work with. So other people in the group may be more flexible. I have some flexibility as well. And so we may be able to change some of the schedule, or we may be able to alternate. Sometimes we do Wednesdays, sometimes we do Thursdays, something like that. But this is how the schedule's set up for now. And right now, these are the topics. We may change them. We may orient them a little bit differently depending on the people in the group. But the herbs and the flower essence that I'm sending out are designed to fit with these particular topics. So we'll most likely pretty much stay along these lines. So we'll explore nourishing ourselves. How do we nourish ourselves? We talked about that with Melanie the other day. And that's a nice one to start with, because if people don't have their herbs, they don't have their flower essences yet, if they've joined late or the shipping hasn't come through yet, we can just explore that more with food, which is way easier to get a hold of. So anyway, I'm so excited about it. All right, I'm looking forward to that. And I just want to remind you that what I'm doing here is I'm basically giving you a half price on the actual course. Then I'm including the lifetime access to these recordings, and that will also be on the Mastermind platform. The herbs, the flower essence set, and this 1-hour flower essence consultation with me, which is worth almost as much as this whole bundle on its own. So that flower essence consultation includes, you fill out an intake form, we meet, I create an essence for you, I ship you the essence, and then you also meet with me again. It's usually about a month. Usually give about a month for the essence to do its work. And then we can adjust your essence if you need to. So the Sensible Habits ebook, this is still being put together, so it's not quite available to get the whole book. What you got in the download from this program were some of the worksheets that are going to be in the book. And so it's just a booklet more than a book. But as soon as that's available, October 18th is my publish deadline. You will receive that as a PDF. So you can get this entire bundle for only $249. And I'm going to offer you this special of 50% discount off of any futures. If you want to continue coming to the community, then you can get 50% off the next session as well. I think that's the end. So how do you sign up? Well, like I said, I had to go out and get myself a flower bouquet because I broke the page. I can't get it to work. So I'm just going to have you email me at thewellcultivatedlife@gmail.com. You've gotten a bunch of emails from me over the week. So you just reply back to that. Come straight to me. I'm not using right now, I'm not using any kind of email program. I will be moving on to MailChimp for my email newsletter. So you will be receiving those. But basically, you just send me an email, say, yes, I'm interested in signing up. And then I send you the coupon code, and you just sign up directly on the mastermind program. So what I'm going to do now is I just want to share with you you may not be familiar. A lot of people are familiar with different platforms like maybe Kajabi or Teachable or some of these other platforms that are out there. Mastermind platform is one that's owned and operated by two of the people that I've been so inspired by over the years, which is Dean Graziosi and Tony Robbins. And so this is one of their projects. And so that's how I ended up using this platform for my courses. So let me show you how that works. Hold on one second. Actually, what I want to do first, do I need to do this? No, I don't need to show you that. Okay. Let me share this other screen. I'm a Firefox user, but Mastermind works way better in Google Chrome. Okay. All right. So let's see here. So this is mastermind.com. And so you just go to mastermind.com and you will have to, you can click on find a course. In order to sign up for this, you have to make an account. So you can either do that first, or you can do it, my thing's in the way here. You can either do that first, or you can do it when you sign up for the course. So when you go there, and I'll send you the direct link to get to my page, you'll come to a page that looks like this. Cultivated Life Community. It's by the Well Cultivated Life. And it shows that the price is $4.95. So when you come over here, you can read the disclaimer if you want. You have to click this little button. And then what you'll receive is a coupon code that will give you 50% off this price here. So it's actually only $247.50 if you want to be specific. So that will give you a coupon code to be able to buy it at the discounted rate. It says information about me. But if you scroll down here, just has a description of the program. If you come over here to the left, then you can see how all of the different weeks are set up. Again, this is going to be a live session. So you log in and you'll come in just kind of like a Zoom room. And so first week we set our intentions. And then the next 4 weeks are really where we're doing the work. We're working with a lot of the herbs and the essences, and we're meeting back together and I'm teaching a little bit about each one. And then on the last week, of course, we always have a celebration because we need to celebrate ourselves and the things that we've done. So one of the things that they ask us to put, and I think is really important to put, is this disclosure, which basically says, you know, if you participate in this course, your results are up to you. I am here to completely support you and guide you along the way, but you still have to put in the time and you still have to do the work for yourself. This is not, it's when we, in a lot of the trainings I've done, they talk about, well, what kind of things can you offer to clients? You can offer a DIY, do it yourself. You can offer a DWY, do it with you. So that's what this is. We're doing this together. I'm supporting and helping you. And then you can offer something that's a done for you. And I thought, I can't do this for you. I cannot do this for you. Not like someone that can build a web page for somebody, right? I can't do it for you. It's up to you to do it yourself. So that's basically how it works. And when you go into the course, you come in and it has the different sessions. This is my preview as the course owner. It should look relatively similar to that, but you can see right here that first session starts in 4 days, 5 hours, 26 minutes, and 12 seconds. So this is coming up this coming Wednesday. So I hope you will make the decision for yourself. Stop sharing here. I hope you will make the decision to do this for yourself. As I said yesterday, I began my journey with one little teeny step. And I kind of stumbled along figuring it out as I went. And it would have been so awesome to have a group to support me, to help me understand that I need to go beyond just taking a pill or taking this tincture or whatever it might be to either heal a illness or just plain get your life back, get your energy back, be able to decide that you're the most important person on your to-do list. So I don't want it to take as long for you as it took for me to try to figure this all out. And that is why I created this community. And so what I'm going to do is I'll be sharing more about this in the Facebook group. Hopefully I'll fix my page. But there is a video. I'll share the link that talks a little bit. You can kind of hear me talk a little bit more about what I think about why it's so important. And then you can send me an email. I'll be sending more information out via email. And that's pretty much all that I wanted to share today. Let me check my notes. I think that is it. I'll stick some links in the Facebook page for anyone who's more interested. You can also just send me a Facebook message because I check those all the time as well. So however you want to get a hold of me, let me know that you're interested. And if you want more information, I know there's people that are like, oh my gosh, this is for me. I need it now. No questions asked. And then there's other people that are really, just so you know, there's like the emotional buyers that want it right now. I know this is for me. I got to have it. Then there's the logical buyers. Well, what days is it going to meet? And, you really it's important. And I want you to know, I am one of those kinds of logical buyers. I want to know the details. What time is it? How easy is it to use the Mastermind platform? What happens if I can't come in? Is there a refund? What if I don't like it? And so on, which I did. Actually, I didn't talk about that. There is a refund that you can get if you decide, if you come to 2 sessions and you don't like it, you don't like it at all. If you're just signed up for the community, I'll give you a full refund. If you got the products, I'll subtract $50 off. So you'll get $199 back, because I don't want anybody to feel like, oh my gosh, I thought I wanted this. This really isn't the right thing for me. So there is a refund. You can come to 2 sessions. If you don't like it, you just send me an email and I will send you a refund. Okay. That's all it's going to take. I want to make sure it's the right thing for you. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you for joining me. If you have any other questions, just email me or post a question in the Facebook group so that I know that you need some help with something. And if you post it in the group, it's super helpful to others in the group, because then they might have the same question, and then I can share with everybody the answers. So again, have a wonderful rest of your weekend. If you haven't watched all of the sessions, catch up on those. I'll get the day 5 workbook uploaded for you. And I hope you have a great, great day. And I will see you all soon. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.